What if we could take a handful of pictures of something like this and then convert it to a 3D model? And what if we didn't need any objects at all? We could just enter a simple prompt and achieve the same thing. Today, we're going to be doing exactly that with Meshy AI. Being able to take a physical item and turn it into a digital asset isn't exactly a new concept. In 1993, id Software took a picture of a toy chainsaw and famously converted it into a digital asset, which would become the brutal chainsaw that we see in the game series today. Over the years, things have become more complex, and digital assets are no longer just two-dimensional. But thanks to Meshy AI, it's no harder for us today than it was for the original Doom. Much like the original Doom team, the first step to digitizing our asset would be taking several photos from multiple angles. To get the best results, we want to make sure that we photograph our object without any overly complex background. To do this, I just pulled down my photo screen and made sure to photograph from several angles with a solid black backdrop. This is where our stories differ. Originally, the lead artist from id Software had to perform a lot of manual input to achieve their final product. But for us, all I'm going to do is remove the background from the image entirely and then upload my 3 images to Meshy AI. No real manual input required and no complex prompt engineering. And after a minute or two, we're greeted with a few options for our fully digitized asset, at which point we can move the models around and see which one we prefer. And once we've decided on a draft, we can tell it to go ahead and generate the high-resolution model. The original Doom would have looked a little weird if they had a bright and colorful toy chainsaw in the game, and we're not exactly looking for a bright and vibrant water gun. So we're going to tell Meshy to retexture this entire asset with a cyberpunk aesthetic in a rustic video game vibe. And now our toy water gun is looking a little bit more lethal, which is great if we want to import this into a video game or into a digital project, but we're wanting to 3D print. With Meshy AI, we're able to take almost anything we see and easily convert it into a 3D model. Not only does this make STL generation incredibly easy, but it doesn't stop there. You see, we don't need photos from physical objects to be able to generate 3D models. We can generate models without any photographs at all with the use of very basic prompts. And the best part is we don't have to use overly complex prompt engineering. We can simply say, make us a pistol in the video game style and see what comes out. Even with our very limited prompt, we can see that the first go is more than usable. One area where I think this is really cool is in the world of miniatures and tabletop gaming. So why don't we try something simple like a sexy cyberpunk girl holding 2 pistols that we could print out as a miniature. And you have to admit, as far as quick results go, this is pretty impressive. But how good can we actually print this? We're looking to create a miniature, so let's go ahead and drop this into Lychee Slicer with no post-processing and no cleanup. And with little effort at all, we see that we have a near-perfect miniature directly from our resin printer. Using something like Meshy AI really opens up the door to people who just want to print their own custom figures and things like that, especially when it comes to tabletop worlds like D&D. Now, my sister knows that I'm into 3D printing, and for a while now, she's been begging me to make her own custom D&D miniature, and I just don't have the time to dedicate to something like that. But a while back, she sent me a picture of a character that she wanted to use, and I was able to drop that into Meshy AI, and in less than 5 minutes, was able to generate a 3D model for her miniature. I figured while we're at it, since we're doing the cyberpunk miniature, why don't we go ahead and do some old school kitbashing? So I went ahead and had Meshy AI generate me a few random world pieces that we can go ahead and bash together. And this is where the fun really starts. You see, I was able to take these different pieces and bring them into Blender. Once I had them into Blender, I went ahead and just started putting them together to start making a world for the character. Nothing really too complex, just a few different world pieces, a desk, a computer terminal, a chair, some armor crates, and a few weapons. Really, this is what I found the most fun, was being able to generate all these assets like that and then immediately bring them into Blender. Asset limitation is easily one of the hardest things to deal with when it comes to world building and world design. With world building, it's really easy for something to feel flat and copy-pasted, but when you use something like Meshy AI, it's easy to generate endless amounts of unique world pieces. This is really exciting because instead of spending countless of hours worrying about what a lamp or a chair or a table looks like, you can spend that on designing and fleshing out the characters of your world. This really opens up a whole different world of creativity that was never really possible before. But we're not just limited to working with miniatures and world building. With 3D printing, we can even leverage a service like Meshy AI for prop generation for film or cosplay. Imagine you're working on a short film or something like that, and you need something like a high fantasy sword or shield. Now we can generate several options and pick the best one that fits your project and then 3D print it. This is easily one of the coolest use cases for a service like this. It's really hard to argue with the ability to be able to generate any prop that you would need in an instant. And if you already have an idea of exactly what you're looking for, you can even draw it out and then upload it to the site and then have it generated from there. Even with this very basic outline of a sword that I've drawn, we're able to get multiple good quality results. From what I've experienced, Meshy AI is able to tell, for the most part, what you're trying to relate to it from even the most basic outline. And during my testing, I found that you don't even need to draw a good picture to get decent results. Any way you look at it, the ability to create 3D models based off simple outlines is pretty cool. Imagine having a fun family night and drawing pictures together and then being able to 3D print whatever weird creatures or items you came up with. What I think would be really cool would be able to see what you guys come up with. I have a few projects and different things that I'll be working on in the future, and I'll make sure to share those in the community Discord. For those of you who are part of the Discord community, feel free to share anything you've been working on because I think it would be really cool to see anything that you've been able to come up with. Now, if you're interested in trying Meshy AI out for yourself, then I'll have some links in the description below. Personally, I have quite a few projects that I would like to work on, so I think I'll be using it for quite a while. Honestly, it's pretty hard to argue with what I've seen so far, and I would really like to see exactly how far I can take this.